If you ever hurt her again, know this: I will watch the world turn against the person who broke what I vowed to protect. Hurt her once, and I'll show you how empty regret looks in the mirror of a life you destroyed. Break her trust, and you won't just lose her. Your conscience will become a place you can't sleep. If your hands ever hurt her again, every memory you cherish will rot under the weight of what you did. Hurt her, and you'll discover the kind of loneliness that lives in people who threw love away. Do it again, and you'll be haunted by the echo of her silence for the rest of your days. If you harm the one I love, the universe will remind you of the price of cruelty. Hurt her, and you'll trade every tomorrow for one moment of shame you cannot erase. If you ever wound her heart again, regret will become your companion, louder than any apology. Hurt her once, and watch your proudest achievements shrink before the truth of what you took. If you dare hurt her again, you will learn the meaning of losing what you pretended to own. Break her spirit, and you'll carry a scar that no success or money can cover. Hurt her, and the world will teach you how small a man looks when he breaks something sacred. If you ever hurt her again, I will make sure every door you try closes quietly on your new regrets. Hurt her, and you will meet your reflection, battered by guilt and impossible to forgive. If your cruelty returns, remember, love leaves marks, and regret writes on the ones who break it. Hurt her, and you will inherit nights full of doubt, days full of apologies that feel like ash. If you ever hurt her again, every kindness you pretend to be will crumble under the weight of truth. Hurt her, and you'll see how quickly people step back from someone who cannot protect what they love. If you harm her, the bed of lies you sleep on will be jammed with the pins of remorse. Hurt her, and the empty space she leaves will be louder than anything you ever said. If you ever hurt her again, your future will be a ledger of losses you can't balance with excuses. Hurt her, and watch how your name becomes a lesson whispered in rooms you used to enter freely. If you betray her, you will find the road back closed by the one thing you destroyed: trust. Hurt her again, and you'll wish for all time you spent squandering the love. But other clocks won't move. If you ever hurt her again, you'll find the sweetest things in life taste of ash. Hurt her, and the silence that follows will be deafening, a chorus of what you threw away. If you break her heart, the kindness you remember will feel like a stain on empty hands. Hurt her, and you will watch her rise without you, an awakening you'll never be invited to. If you ever hurt her again, regret will be the loudest thing in your life, louder than pride. Hurt her, and the promises you made will become relics you can't explain to your own soul. If you betray her trust, you'll sit on a throne of excuses while the world walks away. Hurt her, and you'll meet the version of yourself you refused to see, the one who lost everything. If you ever hurt her again, your nights will be occupied by the ghosts of the moments you broke. Hurt her, and you'll know how bitter hope tastes when poured over a ruined love. If you break her again, you'll carry the map of every wound you caused, etched into your skin with memory. Hurt her, and you will never be free of the lesson you wrote with someone else's heart. If you ever hurt her again, even strangers will feel the cold of your choices and turn away. Hurt her, and your apologies will become currency no one accepts, worthless against the damage you made. If you betray her, the sound of your own footsteps will remind you of every step you failed to take. Hurt her, and you will be left counting the cost while she rebuilds a life you cannot enter. If you ever hurt her again, the mirror will refuse to flatter you. It will only show what you are. Hurt her, and you'll discover that power without compassion is merely a hollow echo of a man. If you wound her, regret will arrive on time and stay longer than any of your defenses. Hurt her, and your laughter will become an echo from someone who lost the right to joy. If you ever hurt her again, you'll learn the language of loss, and it will never be kind to you. Hurt her, and the days you thought were yours will become lessons you teach to no one. If you betray her love, the light you walk toward will dim until you taste regret on your tongue. Hurt her, and you'll be remembered for the moment you chose selfishness over forever. If you ever hurt her again, your pride will be the first casualty, followed by every comfortable lie. Hurt her, and the life you planned will be rearranged around the absence you created. If you break her trust, you'll find that most doors close softly, and that sound will never leave you. Hurt her, and you will feel how small a man becomes when confronted by the greatness he lost. If you ever hurt her again, the universe itself will conspire to make you see what you destroyed with your own hands. Hurt her, and even your happiest days will feel like an apology that comes too late. If you ever hurt her again, I'll let karma handle you. And trust me, she's more creative than revenge. Hurt her, and every song, every place, every scent will remind you of what you'll never touch again. If you ever hurt her again, your own heart will break in the same way you broke hers, only slower. Hurt her, and you'll learn that losing her is not punishment. It's a lifelong echo of your mistake. If you ever hurt her again, every love after her will feel incomplete, like a faded photograph of what once was real. Hurt her, and watch how every blessing you once had quietly slips away in silence. If you ever hurt her again, the world will mirror your actions and show you what heartbreak feels like on repeat. Hurt her, and you'll see how fragile peace becomes when guilt sits beside you every night. If you ever hurt her again, you'll search for her face in every stranger you meet and never find it again. Hurt her, and you'll realize too late that angels don't return to the people who wounded them. If you ever hurt her again, you'll wake up one morning and find that your reflection doesn't respect you anymore. Hurt her, and you'll understand that some forgiveness only looks like silence. It's actually goodbye. If you ever hurt her again, your name will taste like rust in your own mouth every time you speak it. Hurt her, and you'll feel the ache of missing something that never stopped loving you right. If you ever hurt her again, your dreams will show you the moments you could have chosen differently but didn't. Hurt her, and the people who once admired you will only remember the pain you caused. If you ever hurt her again, time will punish you, not with rage, but with the absence of what could have been. Hurt her, and you'll finally understand that regret is a slow kind of death that never stops whispering. If you ever hurt her again, every "I love you" you say to another will feel counterfeit in your own mouth. Hurt her, and your apologies will become a language she no longer speaks. If you ever hurt her again, you'll realize you were never fighting her. You were fighting your own demons through her. Hurt her, and every sunrise will remind you of the light you dimmed for no reason. If you ever hurt her again, your peace will dissolve into the chaos you caused her. Hurt her, and someday you'll see her smile again, but it won't be for you, and that will ruin you quietly. If you ever hurt her again, you'll spend a lifetime trying to fix a past that no longer wants you in it. Hurt her, and you'll realize too late that you were given heaven and chose to set it on fire. If you ever hurt her again, the sound of her name will become your most painful memory. Hurt her, and you'll soon understand. Some souls are protected by the universe itself. If you ever hurt her again, your conscience will age faster than your body ever could. Hurt her, and watch how quickly your confidence turns into shame you can't wash away. If you ever hurt her again, even silence will remind you of the words you wish you never said. Hurt her, and you'll carry invisible bruises, each one a reminder of the purity you shattered. If you ever hurt her again, the truth will haunt you every time you pretend to smile. Hurt her, and one day you'll see her happy, and that happiness will destroy you more than any revenge ever could. If you ever hurt her again, love itself will lose its meaning to you. Hurt her, and every promise you ever made will echo like a curse in your sleep. If you ever hurt her again, every prayer you whisper will end with her name, not yours. Hurt her, and you'll wake up one day realizing she was the best part of your story, and you ruined the ending. If you ever hurt her again, you'll see her eyes one last time, but they'll look through you, not at you. Hurt her, and you'll spend years chasing forgiveness that no longer exists. If you ever hurt her again, you'll discover that peace has a door, and she was the one who held the key. Hurt her, and even your shadow will carry guilt when it walks beside you. If you ever hurt her again, the people who loved you will start to see what she saw before she left. Hurt her, and you'll be haunted not by what you did, but by who you became when you did it. If you ever hurt her again, the stars you once wished upon will burn quietly for her, not for you. Hurt her, and the softness in your heart will harden into a silence you can't escape. If you ever hurt her again, you'll watch her rebuild and realize you were the wreckage she had to rise from. Hurt her, and someday, when you're alone, her name will still feel like home you can't return to. If you ever hurt her again, regret will cling to you tighter than she ever did.